Hello, my name is Briar. Welcome to a different style of video on my channel today. Usually I am making videos about my thoughts on writing, my writing process, some tips, whatever. But today I decided that because really I need motivation to continue working on my rewrite, I am going to take you with me as I am rewriting my Werewolf Hunter novel from a young adult story into an adult story. So I started this project way back at the beginning of January. It is currently March 9th, and I haven't made that much progress despite how passionate I am about it because life things keep getting in the way, and by that I mean I have been binge watching Survivor. New season just dropped. Very exciting. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen record my laptop and show my writing process of how I'm going from having the story that already exists as a young adult novel and how I'm transforming that into my completely rewritten adult novel. So the first thing that I'm doing before I get started for my writing session is I'm going into my scene list, which isn't really scenes, but it's the collected pieces of things that I want to do. And this is going to be half of my screen, and then this will be the other half. So going into chapter 2, I'm going to decide which elements of the scene list are going to be included, and then come up with 3 to 4 events that will happen to create those items. So I have already done the hook and the opening image moment and the daily life start in chapter 1. So the first thing that is going to be an event is I'm going to introduce my normal world characters. So this is going to be Luther comes in. We are going to have also we're just going to have him reference to Lily, the shop owner's daughter, and Mr. I've forgotten his name, Wicks, shop owner. I'll come in later, but that's going to be my main event for introducing my normal world characters. Hint of conflict. What is the hint of conflict here going to be? Well, he wants her to stay, but doesn't tell him. Another event, invitation / inciting incident. We're introducing the Herald to adventure by having some sort of big danger, and this is going to introduce why our main character has to act. So here we're going to have Vaughn is going to be our Herald. He comes into the shop and saves Estee from a falling, and in doing so, he's going to reveal his reaction times are inhuman. She's going to be very against anything inhuman going on there. Okay, so we also want to introduce Chris into the afternoon shift. Let's see, we'll probably have a self-reflective moment. So these are like my 4 events. So we can close that and focus here. So the second thing, once I have the events of the chapter, things that are going to happen in the external world, what are my main character? Because all of this is told from Este's point of view. So I want to focus on her feelings and how she feels in response to all the things that are happening. So when Luther comes in, this is really the thing that she is going to have an emotional reaction to, because Este feels like Luther is best friend, platonic soulmate. They've bonded, but she is scared to let herself feel that connection because she always runs away. She also feels guilty, and he talks about them being friends and doing things in the future because she is on leaving. Okay, So we're going to layer in she is scared and she is feeling guilty over this interaction. Okay, Vaughn comes in and stays suspicious because she's suspicious of everybody. Okay, so now I've got 4 events. Essay's feelings about these 4 events, and then what is her action going to be based on these feelings? So let's zoom out a little bit so we can see better. Action based on feelings. So Luther comes into the shop. He wants to stay. She plans to go, but isn't telling him about it. So she is scared to feel her feelings and feels guilty about leading him on or not telling him the full truth. So she is going to continue to lie. Hide the truth from her. She's not saying a lot. So they'll have that whole conversation. We'll have a little bit of development of what she's feeling about that conversation, but she's not going to say anything. Vaughn comes into the shop, and she's caught between the desire to run and the desire to protect. She's probably going to run because that's something that she's been used to. Chris comes in. She likes him, but she doesn't do anything, so she is going to, not really much. We're not doing much with Chris right now. That's just something that he needs to be introduced. And here she's going to be self-reflective while running away with Luther. Yeah, so this is going to also be follow-up plan to stalk on later. Okay, so that's going to be chapter 2. Looking back, big danger is going to be the fact that Supernatural has found her again. She has to act is going to be her following up to stalk Vaughn. This is going to be her stalking Vaughn, uncovering more about the supernatural world that may or may not have been following her. And then shit goes down. So that'll be chapter 3. That's not what we're doing here. So now that I have all of this set up, I'll get started drafting. So far, I have found this method of outlining and prepping to be really useful for me because it helps me keep track of not only what I need to write for my upcoming writing session, but also not get too super focused on things that are going to be coming later. Because like I said, this is a complete rewrite. I already know basically the pacing and the plotting and what characters are being introduced and who's doing what and where and why, and that is shifting a bit as I am changing it from young adult to adult, as you've already seen in chapter 2, but there's a lot of things that I am just trying to make stronger because that's, the whole point of rewriting is making things better. Thank you for sticking with me as I am rewriting this novel. Hopefully this will be helpful to you in seeing how I am plotting and revising. Let me know what your strategies are for writing. Do you like to plot out your writing sessions? Do you do it session by session like I'm doing here? Do you have an entire master outline? What kinds of things do you use to get ready and to write your novel? And next time I will be doing something probably different. I like to experiment, and this is just a very fun hobby for me. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed and have a great day.